Good evening and good morning to all the participants. So in today's session, I'm going to start with the new asset accounting in S4 HANA. So it's completely the new topic based on S4 HANA. We have been using asset accounting So until now we have been using asset accounting. In the new asset accounting in S4 HANA, we have to also use new general ledger, new GL. We also have to use the new GL accounting. If you are using the classic general ledger accounting in SAP S4 HANA, then new general ledger accounting is activated with the conversion to SAP S4 HANA. In new asset accounting, we can map parallel valuation, with ledger approach or accounts approach. So completely I'll show you end-to-end scenario. So a mixture of both are not supported. A mixture of parallel valuation with ledger and both are not supported in new asset accounting. We can record leading valuation of asset accounting in any depreciation area of asset accounting. It is no longer necessary to use depreciation area in new asset accounting in S4 HANA. The system now forces the actual values of the leading valuation and parallel valuation. In real working examples. This means the posting of delta values has been replaced. As a result, the delta depreciation areas are no longer required and no longer supported. Delta depreciation areas are no longer required and no longer supported in the new asset accounting. In the new asset accounting, make it possible to see in real time in all valuations. The, the appropriate ledger account are updated each time, and asset accounting is based on the universal journal entry, which means there is no longer any redundant data store. And also reconciliation postings are no longer necessary with closing operations as general ledger accounting and asset accounting for reconciling permanently due to the universal journal entry. The journal entries are updated, financial accounting at asset level. The entry also contains asset number. So here we create different types of classes like billing, vehicles, assets under construction, and also fixture and fittings. These are the different types of asset classes in new asset accounting in SAP S/4HANA. An asset class is used to subclassify the general ledger accounts and group master records by specific criteria. In this session, we give detailed explanation of zero asset accounting functionalities and configuration, and end user screen details in new asset accounting in SAP S/4HANA. Let's see the changes that are made to after migration to new asset accounting in SAP S/4HANA. So fixed asset accounting is based on universal journal. After the new asset accounting is migrated, previous year postings are possible. which is not possible in classic asset accounting. It's possible due to compatibility views. Due to compatibility views, we can get the old year reports in the new asset accounting. We have an option of assigning depreciation to accounting principles. Which is not present in classic asset accounting. And simplified chart of depreciation and only one depreciation area for valuation is necessary, and also no delta depreciation areas are required. Parallel valuation, but in classic asset accounting, delta depreciation areas are required for after the valuation. But in new asset accounting, no delta depreciation areas are required for parallel valuation. With new asset accounting, flexible account determination is possible. Postings to different periods is possible, but beginning and end of the fiscal years should be equal. The main advantage of new asset accounting, always system will post separate document for each accounting principles, like ledger specific document in new GL, and depreciation postings is on the asset wise. There are traditional tables like ANEB, ANEA, ANLP, and ANLC. These are the asset tables. Now these are all replaced with AC DOCA table, which is known as Universal Journal Table. And also ANEK table will be replaced with BKPF table The data that is present in ANEK table will be replaced with PKPF table and AC Doka table as a universal general table. So let us log into the SAP logon. Double click on S4IDS. Enter the user ID is best and password is W capital welcome 123. Select continue with this logon. Before moving on to complete settings on the new asset accounting, I would like to show you configuration settings of new asset accounting. Let us enter the T code SPRO, click enter, click on SAP reference IMG, expand financial accounting, expand asset accounting, expand the organizational structure. Here we have copy reference chart of depreciation. Double click on reference chart of depreciation. Click on copy organizational object. Enter the chart of depreciation 1010 to 2200. Click continue. Click yes and click continue. Here we can see chart of depreciation 1010 is copied. Now let us double click on specific description of chart of depreciation. Here we have 2200 and change the description to 2200 and click on save and click continue. So here we can see data was saved and it's back. So let us double click on copy or delete. So here we can see chart of depreciation. Chart of depreciation is an organizational unit of asset accounting and consists of depreciation areas. Click continue. So here we can see there are different depreciation areas. Depreciation area is mainly used is an alphanumeric key that determines specific type of migrations. Depreciation are HR used in asset master records. We must assign the chart of depreciation. Now, here we see depreciation areas we have two types of depreciation areas. One is derived depreciation area. In real depreciation area, automatically the values are updated. If the real depreciation area indicator is set, then the area is selected automatically and updated for all asset transactions on reassigned basis. If the real areas indicated are not set, then the depreciation area, then it is the derived depreciation area. The values of these areas are updated. The real set of real depreciation area. It is based on the formula. From the list of depreciation areas, you can see list of depreciation areas. These are unwanted areas. And also you can create new depreciation areas. Maximum of 99 depreciation areas are here, and mandatory to book depreciation area. We need to check this and click on save. And here we can see data is already saved. So let us go back, close it. Now let us maintain the conversion factors. For this, we can use NOBBS. Click yes. Click on new entries. Let us enter the currency INR, and let us enter the currency EUR. Select the date 21. Enter the ratio 1 and ratio and click enter. Once we enter the required field and click save and click continue, data was saved. Let's come back. Now maintain. So let us enter the T code /NOB 08. Click enter. Click on new entries. Let us enter valid from, provide the date, enter the currency INR and enter the values. Enter the ratio 2 let us click enter. Now here, so let's enter again. Now click save and click continue. Now here you can see data was saved. And once we enter the details, and let's go back. So basically we are using the, and let us enter the T code, SPRO, go to SAP reference IMG, expand the financial accounting, expand the asset accounting, click on the general valuation, let us execute the specified usage. Here we need to check whether the currency type is group currency and depreciation area is 33. Here we see BLAD. This is nothing but the currency from the depreciation area. It is used to specify a reference depreciation area which is used for shipping of asset transactions. And here we see IDA BT, identical transfer of asset value. If this indicator is same, the business does not have options. Taxation values in areas, and here transfer of depreciation terms, depreciation areas, which means the depreciation terms for areas will be copied from another area. And finally, identical depreciation. If this indicator is checked, then the business does not have options to change the depreciation terms of area. Once you check these details, and let us go back. Next, assign non-taxable report. For this, click on enter the transactions. Click enter. Click on the position. Enter the company code 2200. Enter input tax 430. So let us click on save. So let me change the tax code. Let me change given. Click continue. So here you see data was saved. So let us go back. Now next step is, so let us go to the chart of depreciation to the company code. So let us go back to the IMG screen. For this, expand the organizational structure. Here we see assign chart of depreciation to the company code. Click on the position, enter the company code 2200, assign the chart of depreciation over here, click enter. Here we can see the chart of depreciation 2200. Here we see data was saved. Now let us specify the account determination. The real account for account transactions and maintain under account determination. Expand to specify account determination. Expand. Here we see specify account determination. Let us enter the new entries. Enter vehicles. Click on save. Click continue. Data was saved. Let us go back. Let us go back again. Define the number range intervals. Click execute. Give the company code as separate. Let us enter the client. So from number to number, just trying to enter the intervals. Let us click enter and click save. So here you've given the intervals. And click enter and click on save. Here we see changes. Let us go back. Let us go back again and close this. Close organizational structure and master data. Expand the screen layout. Define the screen layout for asset master data. Double click on screen layout for asset master data. Select the screen layout and copy as changes to 2200. Then enter the vehicles. Click on save, new. So let us define the screen layout for asset master data. So here you can see, here you can see 2200 vehicles and logical field groups. Let us select the time dependent data. Double click on prerequisite groups. Here we see cost center. Cost center, let us take it as optional. Business area, take it as required state. And then click on save and click continue. Let us go back again. And let us close this. And click execute. Let us select 2000. Click on copy as and change it to 2200. Click on copy. Click on more, account access. So here you can see different number entries copied and click on save. Continue. Here we can see data was saved. Now let us go back. Now let us define the asset classes. To define the asset classes, define the asset classes. And here we define the asset classes. Click on new entries. Enter 2200. Vehicles. Provide the description as vehicles. Provide the short description. Enter the account determination as a vehicle. Let us enter the 2200. Enter the number range. Provide the number range 20. Give the include asset. And it is mandatory to check the summary of management under the AUC. Click continue. Data is saved. Let us go back again. Define the method like depreciation. Expand the valuation method. So here we have expand depreciation and calculation method. Define the base method. Click on new entries. Enter the base method 2200. Provide the description, the depreciation. Double 2200. Select the type of depreciation is auto depreciation and fiscal year till percentage. Depreciation calculation method is the most important parameter for example, when you choose the stated percentage, you have to enter a percentage. So let us click on save. Let's click new. So here the data was saved. Let us go back. Let us go back again. In the calculation method, there are 4 types of calculation method: declining the balance method, multi-level method, and create the control method. And the system needs for calculating the depreciations. That is, next one is defining declining the balance methods. Declining the balance method of depreciation multiplies the sidelines of the sales gate regarding the useful life for a given factor. Let us enter chart of depreciation. Here we need to check declining the balance method. The method of depreciation multiplies the, and click on save, and let us go back. Execute define multi-level method. Define multi-level method, and you can assign them to the depreciation key for a given percentage. Click on new entries, enter 2200, enter the description as 55 depreciation. Enter the validity as ordinary depreciation started. Double click on levels, click on new entries, enter year, enter all the details, click enter and click on save, and click continue. Here we see data was saved. Let us go back, click again, execute maintain period control method, and you maintain period control method, and you assign M2 as a depreciation field. In the period control method, we can specify the depreciation start date for acquisition, and acquisition in the year, the requirement and the factor. This is standard period control method. Click on options. These are the standard period control methods we can see in the period control. So once we check this, let us go back. Next, let us give let us expand the further settings. So here you can see the define cutoff value key. Click on new entries. Let us enter 2200, 220. So click on scrap value deduction from the base value and enable from order depreciation start date for the asset. And double click on the levels, click enter, click on new entries, enter the valid 2 years and validity here and cutoff percentage and click on save. Data was saved. Let us go back again. Enter the description as cutoff value, which is 2200, and click save. So data is already saved. Let us go back. Let us maintain the depreciation. So let us select depreciation key. Let us enter the depreciation key 00. Select the description, depreciation key. Double click on assignment of calculation method. Click on new entries. Select the depreciation type as order depreciation. From the chart of depreciation, select, enter the base method 2200. Enter the balance method. Select the class. It's straight line depreciation and select all the details and click enter and click continue. Data was saved and let us go back. So here we can see the status is inactive. To make it active, click more. So here, not more, here you can see the activate button and click continue. Then click on save. Click continue. And data was saved. Check the access status. Here we can see the status. Now click on save. It is already saved. Now let us go back. Let us go back again. Let us check the chart of depreciation. Let us close the depreciation and enter the evaluation and set the chart of depreciation and click continue. Chart of depreciation, let us see the message. Next, let us expand the depreciation areas. Determine the depreciation area in the asset class. Define the depreciation areas in the asset class. Double click on depreciation areas. Enter the layout 2200. Now let us enter 2200 to provide the layout for depreciation area. Let us deselect and provide the depreciation key. Enter the depreciation key 2200. Select. Enter for the cost account. Enter for group local currency. Now, once we enter the depreciation key, let us click on save. Click continue. Now let us go back again. Close these depreciation areas. Close the general valuation. Expand the depreciation. Expand the valuation method. Expand the period control. Here we can see generate period control. Let us click execute. Enter the fiscal year variant. Enter the calendar 2018. Now let us go back again. Once again execute generate period control. Here enter the fiscal year variant. And here we need to deselect the test run and click execute. Click continue and let us go back. Let us go back again. Let us determine the integration with GL account. For this, first we require GL account for each depreciation areas indicator. Let us see the, and it would be updated. So let's see whether it's updated or not. Let us enter the transaction FS00, click enter. Now let us click on more. Click on hierarchy and click continue. Enter the transaction. Enter the GL account. Enter the company code 2200. Click on create. Select the GL account type, balance sheet account. Let us create GL account, GL OBD4 transaction. Click on new entries. Enter the account group. Enter the name. And accumulated depreciation from account and to account. And click enter. Let us enter one more entry. Let us enter from account and to account. I'm just trying to enter all the entries. Enter from account and to account. Let us click enter. Enter the required entries. Click on save and click continue. Here we see data was saved and click on the IMG screen. Now select the account group. We need to refresh. Let us select the GL account type as balance sheet account. Let us select the assets. Enter the short text vehicles. And provide the long text. And click on the control data. here completely give all the account for account type. Account type is assets. Enter the short key. Let us enter the short key. Click on create bank. Enter. Select field status group. Now let us click on save. Here we can see data was saved. Create one more GL account. Now we are creating GL account for accumulated depreciation. Click on type description. Select GL account type and select account group. Give it as accumulated depreciation. Enter the short text. Give it as accumulated depreciation. I'm just trying to enter accumulated depreciation. Click on control data. Select deconsolidation account. Enter the sort key as 018. Enter the field status group. (3067) and click on save, and data was saved. Create one more GL account. So here we need to create GL account for each number ranges. And let us select account group as depreciation. Provide the short text as depreciation. Depreciation account. Provide the long text. Click on the control data. Provide this sort key 018. Click on create bank address and enter the status group and G001. Now create one more GL account for click on create. Click on GL account type. Provide the short text as asset sales account. Now let us click on control data. Provide the sort key Click on Create Bank Interest. Click on Field Status Group. Accounts for fixed asset requirement. Based on the number range, we need to give the GL account and provide the type and description. Let us select the primary cost for all revenues. Select other incomes as account group. And provide the description. Click on Control Data. Enter the sort key for posting date. Enter the category. Select the field status group. And finally click on Save. So here let us create one more GL account. Click on Create. Provide the type or the description. Let us select the secondary costs and select the financial expenses. Provide the short text. Loss on account sales. Now click on Control Data. Enter the sort key. Let us enter the element category and click on Create Bank Interest and click Save. Here we see data is saved now. Now create one more GL account for financial expenses. Click on Create. Click on the type and description. Select the account group financial expenses. Loss due to scrap. And click on Control Data. Provide the sort key. Select the field status group. Now let us assign the GL account or enter the transaction SPRO. Click on SAP reference IMG. Click on financial accounting, asset accounting, expand integration with general ledger accounting. Here we see assign GL account. Select chart of account 2200. Select balance sheet account. Whatever the GL account until now we created, we need to assign here. Click on start search. So here we can see the GL accounts. Select. Click on search. Clearing account revenue for account sales. Click on start search. Click for asset sales account. Enter the GL account for gain on asset sales. Enter the loss from the asset sales. Now let us double click on the depreciation. Select the depreciation 1. Double click on 1. Enter GL account for accumulated depreciation. Enter the GL account for expense account. Now let us double click on account determination. Click continue and click continue. Now here you can see data was saved. Let us go back again. First click execute specified posting. Double click on asset posting. So for here we see for debit 70 and for credit 75 and click save. And let us go back again. Post depreciation to general ledger accounting. And click execute. Double click on define document type. So here you can see depreciation postings. Double click on. Here we can see the number range. Click on number range information. Click on the company code 2200. So here you can see here we can change the number range for depreciation postings. Let us go back once again. Double click on specified document for posting depreciation. So here we specified the document type. So let us go back. Once we specified the document type for the specified depreciation, let us specify the specified intervals for posting double to double zero. Double click on posting rules. Double click on depreciation area 01. And here you can see period and method. You can define the posting cycle, whether the monthly wise, semi-annual, annual, based on the account assignment for the depreciation. The values for the posting cycle is monthly, quarterly, semi-annual is 6, annual is 12, quarterly is 3. Here we see select the monthly posting. To take the monthly wise and select the checkbox for post revaluation and click save and click continue. And data was saved. Let us go back, double click. Here also we need to check the checkbox for post revaluation and click save, click go back. Let us go back again. Expand the additional assignment object, activate. So we need to check whether the internal order and functional areas and cost centers, whether they are in active state or not. Whether these areas are not in active state. If this active indicator is checked, then they can use account assignment objects and here we see balance sheet indicator. The balance sheet indicator is the object for the balance sheet account. Once the asset is capitalized, then it is no longer possible to change assignment objects and here we see the agreement. If this indicator is checked, the account object of the asset transactions monthly same as object maintained is. Once we check this account assignment object, click continue. Specify the account assignment objects, click on the depreciation areas, click on account assignment object, click on new entries. Here enter the values, select account assignment objects, select APC values postings, select another account assignment objects as cost center, select ACV values, Select account assignment objects, percent again, and enter the transaction type, depreciation run, click enter, and select the checkbox for account assignments and click save. And click continue. Data was saved. Let us go back. Let's go back again. Like this, we need to assign account assignment objects to depreciation areas. In today's session, we have seen introduction to the new asset accounting and what are the major changes made after migration to new asset accounting and configuration settings, new asset accounting. If you want to see the assignment for today's topic, go to Dropbox Set2 folder, go to Set2 assignments, go to S4 HANA assignments, go to S4 HANA Finance. Here you see assignment for view asset accounting configuration. Go to the path, specify the description of chart of depreciation, click on save. Here you see data is already saved. Again, click on copy delete depreciation area. Enter the chart of description as 1010. Here I have given the detailed explanation. Click on save. Like this, we can see the assignment. Thanks for attending today's session.